There is absolutely no one size fit all answer to today's topic that we'll be discussing. Trust me. For some people, they said, it depends. You can actually do it. For some people, it's a no, don't do it. So what is that topic we're going to be discussing about today? It is hiding things from your partner in a relationship. How far is too far on the level of secrecy or on keeping things away from your partner in a relationship? We are going to dive into it shortly. But before that, everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Corner Spot, and I am Sophia, your host with the most. Do you know where we are? It's Corner Spot, where you meet with real love, real talk, and real people. Today's topic is a very juicy and interesting one. As usual, we bring it to you hot. Today we are going to be talking about hiding things from your partner in a relationship. Is it good? When should you hide things? What kind of things should you hide? Or should you not hide anything at all? Should you just tell your partner everything because they are your partner, of course? So let's dive straight into it. Keeping secrets, as humans, it's inevitable to not have one or two secrets. Personally, I do have my secrets. I'm sure you have yours too. Everybody does. You have some things only you and few persons know about. You have some things that, in fact, it is just you alone that knows about it, not even your favorite person. So exactly when is it bad to start hiding things in a relationship? Or should you even hide things from your partner in a relationship at all to begin with? That is what we are going to be diving into today. So the secrets we keep, we've all been there. Trust me, we've all been there at one point in time or the other. Whether it's something big, something small, we've all been there. We've all had to hide something from our partner. Trust me. If you've not, please prove me wrong in the comment section and comment, no, I've never hidden anything from my partner. Please, I will check to see. But I believe we've all been there. And what are the reasons, or why do people hide things? If you get to meet with somebody now and ask them, okay, you're in a relationship, yes. Have you hidden something from your partner? Yes. Why? The common reason we'd hear mostly is they would say to avoid conflict. I didn't want us to quarrel. I didn't want us to have a fight. I didn't want us to fall out. That's why I hid this, or that's why I hid that. That's the most common reason most people will tell you. Oh, I know my partner. It can be very hot-tempered. Oh, I know my partner. She's a very jealous type. If I should tell her that, if I had told him that, trust me, I know we would not end up well. We would have fought about it, we would have done this. But should this even be a reason, with or without you saying you guys would fight? Because without you hiding things, or with you hiding things, fight is a part of the relationship. You fight on things that you did not hide. Do you understand? So why should you want to hide things to now say it's to avoid fight? Do you get? Whether you hide things or not, there are days when you guys just fight on other issues, on other things. It's normal to pick fights in a relationship. So you should not justify your reason for hiding things based on the fact that you're trying to avoid you guys from fighting, because fighting is inevitable in a relationship. So I'm just saying, but these are the common reasons most people will tell you. I didn't want us to fight. I didn't want us to quarrel. And if it's something very, very grave, like something very serious, something life-threatening that you hide, some people would tell you it's because of the fear of losing the relationship. Oh, I didn't want the relationship to end because I know this thing, if he should hear it, if she should hear it, it has the capacity to ruin and break up the relationship. So that was why I was hiding it, because I didn't want the relationship to end. Now you may think these reasons are okay, and the persons that hid them, they are justified for hiding them, but really are they? If they were to switch tables and they were the one that these things were done to, would they take it lightly? Would they appreciate their partner telling them instead, or hiding it and telling them it's because I don't want us to fight, or I don't want the relationship to end? So we are just getting started, guys. This matter is plenty today, so just sit back and relax. Another thing why people will tell you they're hiding things, they say, I'm trying to protect her. God, that one gets to me. Like, who are you to want to protect her? You've done what you wanted to do. You've done your worst. You don't have control over your partner's emotion. If you get me angry, you don't have control over how I should get angry. You can't upset me or get me angry or get me worked up, and then you try to control how I act. You tell me, you're overreacting. Why are you shouting? Why are you screaming now? But I just said, you don't have a control over that. You can't control that. It's my emotions at that point in time. So let me express it how I deem fit, because I wouldn't want to do that to you. I wouldn't want to hurt you or do something to you, and then I try to control how you react as well. It's not just making sense. I should let you the freedom to react however you want to. What I should be concerned about in that moment is how to pacify you and beg you and say sorry for hurting you. But some people just have very funny ways of doing things and thinking. So they'll tell you, I'm trying to protect you, trying to protect your feelings. I don't want you to get hurt. Something that is inevitable on the long run. Should your partner still find out, that's the end result. And now the hurt will now be more. It will be times 2. Perhaps yours is supposed to get to her or get in at a 50% level, because you've hidden it, you've hid it rather, and the person has found out now and is finding out in the circumstances and situations surrounding them finding out. The hurt will be times 2. The hurt will be more. So some people will tell you, I didn't tell her, or I would not tell her this to protect them. You are in no position to protect anybody's feeling, especially if you are the cause of them feeling that bad in the first place. You don't have that power to say you want to protect their feeling. Okay, so these are the reason, or the most common reason, why people hide things from their partner in a relationship. These 3 things that I've mentioned, they'll tell you, I don't want the relationship to break. I don't want us to fight, to fall out. I don't want any quarrel. And for some people, it's just plain, I'm just protecting your feelings. I don't want you to get hurt if you know. I don't want you to get angry and all that if you know. So these are the most common reasons. But are there some other reasons why you should hide things from your partner in a relationship? Or what are the things you should or can even hide from your partner in a relationship, that when another person hears it, they won't say, oh, but that's very bad. They would instead applaud you and say, oh, you did good for hiding that. What are these kind of things? Now, when we talk about things that you should hide or that you can hide from your partner in a relationship, we are talking about things that would bring them joy, not things that would hurt them. So please try and evaluate it. You're an adult, or you know right from wrong. You know when this thing would hurt this person and when this thing would not hurt them. Let me give you an example. For instance, you can plan a surprise birthday party for your spouse. There is nothing wrong with hiding things like that. You hide everything from the inception of the plan to you executing the plan and all that. So you hide everything about it. You don't let them know. You pick the dress, pick the venue, pick the food, invite the guests, make everything. This is a good reason to hide something from your partner, and this is a good thing to hide from your partner, especially if your partner values and appreciates surprises. If they are big on surprises, if they love it, they love to be surprised, they love all this show of love in this way, because we are different. Some persons will not appreciate it, or trust me, they'll tell you, no, I just want something little, I don't want crowd, I don't want noise, just I and you. But for some people, when they see their friends, their colleagues, family, oh God, babe, you are the best, I love you, thank you for this. So you know what your partner wants, and if your partner is the person that would appreciate surprises on any scale, on a big scale, on a small scale, you can do this. You can hide things from them like this to surprise them. Nobody will hold you and tell you, why did you hide this thing? So these are the kind of things that you should hide from your partner, that you can hide from your partner also. Surprise gifts, surprise parties, surprise plans and all that. Nobody would hold you for hiding things like this. Nobody would hold you. Also, you can hide and get them a house, hide it, hide your savings. Nobody will tell you oh, why did you do that? Or that's bad. You should have just given them hints. No, you don't have to. Giving them hints might ruin the surprise for them as well as for you. It will not be as potent as you want it to be if they had no idea at all. So you know that these are the kind of things that you should hide. Anything aside this that will cause your partner pain, please, please, please. I am personally, in my own opinion, that you shouldn't hide. You shouldn't hide it. So now we've spoken about things that you should hide, and for what reason you should hide them. So now let's talk about the main gist today, like hiding things from your partner. What are the disadvantages when you start hiding things? What are you setting up yourself for? What are you setting up yourself for? What might be the end result of your relationship when you start hiding things from your partner? First of all, the thing you want to know is it will ruin your trust. That's the first thing, because once that person comes to find out, so what he said was not actually the truth, or what she said was not actually it. Then before you know how our mind works as humans, they start thinking back, oh my God, could it have been that when that other incident happened, that was what this person was doing? Even if you had nothing, or the both incidents now had nothing in relation, but because you've hidden it and they found out, and trust is now on the line, they will question all your past action. Any similar experience like that with the incident that brought about that problem, they would question it. So you don't even want to start. There are plenty of disadvantages of hiding things from your partner. The first one is trust, because that is what it will shake first. They will start doubting your words, like, this person cannot stay true to their word. I can't trust this person. So your trust level in the relationship will start shaking. The trust will be wavering. Today you are up, tomorrow you are down. Today they trust you, tomorrow they just feel like everything they've known about you is a lie. Everything you both have believed in is a lie. The relationship is not even working. You start having plenty trust issues. So secrecy can lead to mistrust and suspicion. Secrecy will definitely lead to mistrust and suspicion. So please, you want to try as much as possible to say everything to your partner the way it is, without coloring anything. Some persons will say it's partial truth, so they will say some of the truth and leave out some of it. They will say by doing that their conscience is clear and free. At least they said some of the truth. But it's not about saying some of the truth. It's about saying all of the truth at all times. That is what transparency means. That is how you can foster intimacy in your relationship. That is how you can build trust in your relationship, and you won't have to worry about anything, because truth is always truth in 1,000 years to come. But when you tell a lie, you might have had lots of things in your mind and you might forget, and perhaps your partner is a very smart person, then they just ask again, or a situation just comes up that brings about that thing you've spoken about, and then your partner realizes, but what you said the last time is not telling me what you're saying now, babe. Make it make sense, explain to me. Then problem comes, then your trust in your relationship starts shaking. So it is always advisable to not even begin it, to not start hiding things from your partner. Another disadvantage of hiding things is secrecy can weigh heavily on you. You just feel guilty. There's this guilt you are carrying. When your partner is so free with you, babe, come on, let's do this. You are laughing, but all your smiles are plastic, because you are feeling guilty, you are feeling anxious. My God, I don't want her to catch me. What if the message comes in when she's with my phone? What if she sees it? What if she... So you are guilty, you are not free. You are no longer free. You can't enjoy that self-freedom, and you can't enjoy that moment with your partner any longer, because of secrecy, because of hiding things. So another disadvantage is that it weighs on your emotion like that. Another thing is missed opportunities. Secrecy can hinder intimacy and connection. So you guys are together, but it looks like you're not together. You guys are in the moment, but your mind is somewhere else. Perhaps you're even in a very, very beautiful moment, that can lead to beautiful things, but you cannot take the opportunity, or your partner is trying to touch you and get intimate with you, but your mind is fast off somewhere because you are carrying secrets and burdens. So you are just there like a zombie. You are in the moment, but you are not present. This is also another thing that hiding thing can do in your relationship. Also, it leads to the damage of the relationship, because when your partner finally comes to discover, it can be devastating. It can be very, very hurting. It can ruin the relationship. We are different. Some might actually forgive and give a second chance, but some will not, and you can't blame them. The only person you have to blame is yourself, because you started hiding things in the first place. So you see, it can lead to damage and destruction of the relationship, you see. So it's very, very crazy. It's very crazy. So you don't even want to start it. I heard of a story, that actually made me, it's not like she, according to the person who told me, it's not like she even saw it as a bad thing what she did. But to the husband, this is where I said we are individuals, because if I should share the story, you understand what I'm talking about. Some of you might be of the opinion that she's right to have done it that way. Some might be of the opinion that the husband is wrong, for his overreacting. But still, I say, is this person, different personality, different person. The way I'm Sophia, my face is different. Just like the way you are, whatever your name is, and your face is different, so are our personality. So you don't expect me to handle a situation the way you handle it, because of different personality, different school of thought, different orientation, and the rest. So what did this lady do with her man that made him, react in a very certain kind of way? They are newlyweds. They just got married, The young lady got married, and she's from a very well-to-do background. Like, her family are much more buoyant, financially buoyant and stable, even more than the family of the groom, her husband. It's not like they are poor like that. They are just okay, like they are okay, well-to-do. But the bride's family, on the other hand, they are super wealthy, like they have the money. So what happened? During the wedding plans and everything, people even wanted to sponsor the wedding and all, but the guy, that's ego, like, no, I can't have your father or your folks sponsor our wedding, so that down the years they'll be saying, oh, they got married to, you people are the one that got married to me, I'm not the one that got married to you, or they got married to you for me. Do you understand? Like, it's your family that helped me to marry you. I don't want stuff like that. So just do your quota, I'll do my quota and all that. And she has to respect her man, do anything to make him happy. She was like, okay, no problem. So they planned for the wedding, they got the necessary things, they contributed, in the different and various ways they can. They had a really beautiful and amazing wedding. Now, after the wedding, just like, I think it's not even up to a week, like 4 or 5 days after the wedding, the lady's dad gifted her a wedding gift, gave her a wedding gift. And what was the wedding gift? It was money. Was it 1 million naira or 2 million naira? I'd forgotten. Like, it just sent it to her, like, father to daughter, my personal gift to you, my angel, like that and all. So she didn't count it as anything, like, okay, it's a wedding gift from my dad to me, so no big deal, it's normal. So, but the guy, on the other hand, he was feeling somehow. That was after he found out, because according to him, he was going to go through her phone to make a transfer or something, because his phone was having issues that particular day. Then he saw her balance and he saw the money, and he was like, come, where did you get money from? And she was like, oh, that Popsy sent me as a wedding gift. That was all. The guy said he's no longer interested in the marriage. Just like that. What happened? You are hiding things from me. She's like, what did I hide from you? That my dad sent me 1 million naira as my wedding gift. How? He was like, you were supposed to tell me. Why didn't you tell me your dad sent you money? And she was like, babe, really? Why are you being worked up? I didn't count it as a big deal. My dad sent me money on our wedding day, and that was that. I didn't even put it to mind. I didn't see it as something that I should tell you. and the guy flared up and he was dragging the issue. They brought it online. Come and see different comments. The guy said he doesn't think he can trust her. If her dad can send her money and she's hiding it. The madam was of the opinion that I'm not hiding it. I didn't hide it. I just did not mention it to you. Okay, why didn't you mention it to me? I didn't think it was important. That's why I didn't mention it. Do you understand? But the guy was like, it's a lie. You hid it. If I had not decided to use your phone for transfer, if my bank didn't have issues, I wouldn't have known you had £1 million. But people were not like, did you ask her for money? And she said no. Or you needed money? He said no. It's not like he asked her for money or he needed money. It just deemed it fit that he ought to know as the husband that his wife has so amount. He ought to know, but he didn't know. And that was why he's no longer interested. Bottom line, I didn't know honestly how the story finished because I didn't follow the thread. I was just feeling somehow like, okay, so who is right and wrong here actually? Should she have actually told him that her dad sent her a wedding gift or something? Because it's a personal gift. It's not collective gifts. Collectively, the dad already gifted them, I think, a car or something. Like both of them, this is your wedding gift from your father-in-law to you, the husband, and his daughter. But this woman was a personal gift to her. Maybe that's why she didn't feel, oh, I should have told him or something. Some people were like, oh, if she can do that, she will do worse. How comments online can be. Some people were like, bros, it's not a big deal now. It's her dad that gave her and all that. You are overreacting. So stories like this, you get stories and things like this, to avoid them, just try as much as possible to understand who you are even getting involved with, what will get to them, and try as much as possible to avoid it for peace to reign. Yes. So what do you think? What do you think of this? Now let me really know. Is it okay to hide things to avoid conflict? What do you think? Do you think if she had hidden this to the point that he wasn't able to find out, everything would have still been smooth and their relationship, perhaps it would not have broken up? I don't know if they broke up though, or perhaps it would not have faced that challenging time. What do you think? Do you think so? Or you are of the opinion that, please, there are still some things that you cannot tell your partner no matter what in this life? There are still some things that your partner should not know. Let me know in the comment section. But honesty is the best. All day, anytime. Honesty is the best. But some people will tell you it depends. Some people cannot handle the truth. That's what another person will say. This is also another one. They'll tell you, some people cannot handle the truth. Oh, it's better you don't tell them. Just keep it to yourself. But for some people, they'll tell you, that person deserves to know. That person is your partner. That person is the one you are involved with. That person is the one you are building life with, So you cannot leave your partner and things that your partner should know, and you're looking for one friend to confide in, or you are running back to your parents or something. You understand? So that person should be the one to know. There's also another story I heard sometimes, but this one is not online. I think this one is actually a real story now. Not like I'm saying online stories are not real, like it's people close by or something that the thing happened to. So I got to know from somebody I know that knows them. It's not like I'm the one that knows those people directly. So what happened? It's also a couple issue. They were married and they were of the type that didn't have sex till marriage. Yes, they upheld their faith. They are Christians, they are believers. They upheld their faith, and they actually devoted themselves to the service of God and promised him, like, the marriage is honorable, bed undefiled, so we'll not defile the bed. So they actually kept that, and they didn't have sex till marriage, only for them to get married. And then the lady actually discovered that the guy actually has some kind of problems, with his manhood and his sex life and functioning and all that. Now, things like this can happen. I'm not saying the guy was a very loose guy or he had done things, that's why something. In fact, it was an health condition as at that time. But because of that, what will people say kind of thing, they kept it to themselves. Nobody really knew what was happening until the young lady couldn't take it anymore. Like, I'd waited all my life for this, and then we are married. I'm thinking I would have this to the fullest now, but instead it's the other way around. You're not even strong enough to even give a penetration and all that, just first few minutes and everything is out and all that. And I'm insisting we go to the hospital, to talk about this with a doctor. You refuse. Why? Because it's my family hospital. Okay, if you can't visit my family hospital, let's visit another hospital where they don't know the both of us. You are still acting up. So are you intentionally trying to make me suffer, or there is more to this that I don't know? And how long have you been hiding this for? Because I'm sure you might have known. The guy is like, no, he hasn't. He didn't know what and all that. Not like he knew prior to the time. It was until they got married. So you're trying to tell me that he didn't know. He said no, he didn't know and all that. But bottom line, the young lady couldn't keep it to herself again. She couldn't keep it, and she confided in her friend. And her friend escalated the whole thing. Her friend called the whole family, told this family, lady's family, this is what your daughter is going through now. Told somebody that knows somebody in the man's family. So the issue got to the man's family too as well. Then the issue got to church. The whole issue just became so messy from her just confiding in her friend. So maybe not tell our secrets to people that cannot keep their mouth shut. So you want to be careful even when you share things when you share things, especially if it's something sensitive about you and your partner, something that you don't appreciate when too many people are hearing it, or when too many people hear it. So the guy was really heartbroken. So because of that pain of everybody knowing and all, he said he can no longer go on with the marriage. Even if he's agreed to get himself treated, they've agreed that it was an health condition. It's not like it's something that he did that caused it. It's an health condition that could actually be treated and it will be very okay. He said because the whole talk has spread, he doesn't want her again. Like, he cannot be with her because she's not a trustworthy partner. How come everybody heard? Forgetting to realize that it wasn't fully her fault, Of course, it's her fault. If she hadn't told it to her friend would not have spread everything for everybody to know, but she was dying slowly, because when you were supposed to be taking action as the man, you were dragging, you were being reluctant as well. So you see cases like this also, but let me know, truly, let me know, what do you think? What do you think about secrets in a relationship? Should you have secrets that you can't tell your partner, no matter how big it is, or every secret should be something that you can share with your partner, no matter how big it is? Even if you murdered someone before, you should have a partner that you trust, that way that you should be able to tell, babe, so time 1992 on the streets of so this was what happened, that was what happened. Or you should just keep it to yourself. Secrets, they said, it can be both protective and destructive. They said it's a two-way thing, depending on the kind of secret. Or I personally, Sophie, I'm still of the opinion that you shouldn't hide anything, because there is one thing I know about truth, and a characteristic of truth, and I'm going to tell you that today, is that truth is constant. Truth is constant, unlike lie. It's lie that changes, it's lie that wavers, But for truth is one, everywhere, anywhere. So if I say my name is Sophia, it doesn't change. It's because that's the truth. So if you meet me in Iran and you say Sophia to me, I would answer you, it's my name. If you meet me in Canada, I would answer you. If you meet me in Abule Egba in Lagos, I would answer you, because that is the truth of my identity, of who I am, of my name, So it's not like lie that you would have lied and even forgotten what you had lied about, or how you coin the lie together. Then for you to keep the lie going, you have to remember how you first told the lie, then tell something that will fit into the lie for you to sustain it. So the fear of this thing, or the bad thing, is sometimes these things you are keeping so bad and so well, before you know, bam, it just comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it might not even be you, it might be something that will lead them or lead your partner to finding out. It might be an external force, it might be an internal force, it might be the kids, your kids, that will say something, it might be a neighbor, a friend, it might be something you stumble upon on your phone or something. So please, personally, guys, really, I don't feel you should hide anything. I feel you should be as open as an open book. The way you're seeing all the lines in my palm, that's the way your partner should see you. that's the way you should see your partner. That's the way people should know each other, be transparent and vulnerable with each other. But for some people, they'll tell you no, you have to hide things, especially if it's things that has to do with infidelity. We know commonly men would do this one, they fall on this table. Yes, men would hide it. They would hide their other women from their main babe or their main chick or their wife. They would hide their other side chicks and girlfriend from their wife, so they will not find out. This one is even on another level. We'll talk about this when we talk about infidelity, but they do hide it. Women now, some also that are following all these little boys now, maybe their husband is not having time for them and all that. They have also joined the queue, and they are doing the same thing as well. So a woman will save a man's name with another thing on her phone and all in a bid, to keep that relationship or that extramarital affair going, or to keep cheating on their partner. That is if they are not in a marriage yet. So all of these things is a lot. But please, as much as it lies in your power, do not lie for any reason whatsoever to your partner. Be truthful, be open, be sincere, because hiding things can do much more damage than good. That is if there's any good. I don't think there is any, aside the fact that maybe what you're hiding is a good thing, like I made an example with you're trying to surprise your partner. But if it's anything that would hurt them, trust me, that hurts that you were trying to avoid temporarily will now come, and it will make a permanent damage, that if care is not taken, if you both don't work on the relationship, you won't be able to fix, so I'm of the opinion that you shouldn't hide it. You shouldn't hide anything. Let me know what you think about this topic today, please, and let me get your honest comments on it. Are there things that you feel, no matter what, your partner still should not know about? Let me know, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. I remain your host, Sophia, with the most, and this is Corner Sports. Keep it locked, guys. Until next time, bye.